What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the best sports channel there is. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you my NFL divisional round predictions. That's what I'm going to be giving you in this episode. I'm also going to be talking briefly about the national championship on Monday. It's a good weekend of football as always, and let's get in today's video. Alright, first game we got is the Houston Texans going to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. This is an interesting game. Kansas City's favored by 8 right now. That's little disrespectful to the Texans. I could see the Texans winning this one. The Chiefs haven't played a game in like 3 weeks. Well, the starters haven't played in like 3 weeks. Obviously, that little break they got after Christmas. The starters didn't play against Denver, and the starters didn't play last week because they were on a bye. I could see the Chiefs coming out a little dry, but I still don't. The Texans' offense is not convincing to me of winning this game. I'm going to take the Chiefs in this one. I think they'll win it. Commanders and Lions. I think this is going to be a good game. I think it's going to be an underrated game for sure. Right now, Detroit's favored by 9.5. I think they'll win by like 7 points. I don't know, maybe. Maybe they'll blow them out. I don't think so, though. This is going to be a run showdown. It's going to be a good one. Jaden Daniels versus Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. I believe the Commanders have a bad run defense. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's going to be a good game. I'm going to take the Lions. I think they win this one. And that's also the team I want to win the Super Bowl, by the way. Next up, we got the National Championship. I'm going to throw my prediction here. I think Ohio State is going to beat Notre Dame. I think it's going to be a little better game than we're anticipating, but I don't really think it's going to be that huge of a game. I'm actually going to check the spread here. Let's see. College football playoffs. Ohio State's favored by 8.5. I think Ohio State's going to win. I could see them winning this. I think that offense with Will Howard, Jeremiah Smith, Egbuka, all those players, Henderson will be too much for Notre Dame to handle. I think it'll be a good game. I think Riley Leonard will have his team play their best, but I think Ohio State's going to win that one by probably 10 points, something like that in my opinion. Moving on in the NFL, we got the Los Angeles Rams going to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. This is going to be a good game, I think. Rams are one of those teams that you don't want to play in the playoffs. They're a dangerous team. Like I said, once they get that offense going with Matthew Stafford, Kyren Williams, Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp, we didn't see it fully last week, but I think we will this week. The Eagles are coming off a good game against the Packers. Their defense was outstanding against the Packers. But the Eagles' pass offense was a little concerning, but the main thing for the Rams in this game is generating pressure. Last time these two teams played, it was 37-20. Saquon ran for a lot of yards. A lot of yards. I think it was like 255, something like that. 2 touchdowns. If the Rams could focus on that, Eagles' passing game wasn't as great as it should have been last week. As much as I want the Rams to win, I'm going to take the Eagles here. I'm going to take the smart pick. The only reason I see the Eagles winning this game is because that pass rush to the Rams, that's one of their best parts of their team. And the Eagles have the best line in football. I mean, it's going to be tough. As much as I want the Rams to win, I could definitely see them winning. I'm going to be smart on camera. I'm going to pick the Eagles. Now, finally, we got the main event. In my personal opinion, whoever wins this game, I want to go to the Super Bowl to take on the Lions. Ravens at Bills. I could see both these teams winning, obviously. It's a good game. Baltimore is currently favored by 1.5, but I'll give you a little brief case why each team could win here. The Baltimore Ravens, they've had the best rushing offense in the NFL. That's by far, right? Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, their tosses, their read options. Look what they just did to Pittsburgh. Henry's putting up career numbers at the age of 31, right? It's the Ravens. I mean, and then their run defense is outstanding. Best run defense in the NFL. They have a lot of good players on the defense side of the ball. Roquan Smith, Kyle Hamilton, Marlon Humphrey at nickel, and Matabike on the D-line. A lot of good players. That's just to name a few. But a weakness this season has been the Rams' passing offense, but they have fixed that recently when they moved Kyle Hamilton into a more leadership role and Marlon Humphrey more at the nickel role. That has changed. I think the Ravens' pass defense, has been better. They have a good chance to win this game, and this is probably their best chance to win the Super Bowl they have had in years. Meanwhile, for the Bills, years after falling short, they don't have as a talented team, arguably, as the last few years, but they've been really good this year, obviously winning 13 games. Bills are undefeated at home this year. They're like 8-0. This game is at home. In the cold, it's going to be tougher to tackle Derrick Henry. We all understand that, as hard as it already is. But it's also going to be, he's going to be feeling those tackles. Derrick Henry ran wild last time, but they didn't have Bernard, their leading tackler. They didn't have Milano. I don't even think they had Teron Johnson. Ravens probably won't have Zay Flowers this game. It's going to be tough for him to come back. Ravens listed him as doubtful on their injury report today. I think this is going to be a really good game. It's a coin flip to me. I'm going to take the Bills here. They're the home team. I think their fans will help them out, get it done. I think the Bills get the job done and win the game. That is going to be it for today's episode of NFL Divisional Round Predictions. Each week as we film these, the games go down and down and down, unfortunately. But once the NFL offseason is done, once the NFL season is done, we are still going to obviously put out content. We are mainly a four-sport podcast: NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, and we also talk about other things, other stupid things, do other content. Just basically do it all. Mainly this kind of stuff, Like I said, though, once the NFL season ends, we are going to still bring plenty of content. Well, that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe. Comment down below if you can. Who do you guys think is going to win the Super Bowl and over who? Give me a score prediction, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Keep pounding.